Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a mid-monthly reading for July 2018. For the reading, I'll be using the Gilded Tarot deck by Sarah Marchetti and the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Linn. Those will be for the career and finance portion of the reading. And for the love and relationships part of our reading, we'll use the Chrysalis Tarot by Holly Sierra and the Whispers of Love Oracle cards, and those are by Angela Hartfield. As I usually remind you at the beginning of these videos, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading will be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can take a look at the description box below. I've posted all of the ways that you can order a reading from me either by using the INSTANTGO app for quick, sort of yes/no answers. You can also email me or take a look at my site. So do check out that information if you're interested. I also suggest that you watch not just your sun sign video, but also your rising sign and your moon sign. Sometimes, the messages in one will resonate more that particular month than the other, or maybe all three will resonate and will help to provide you with a more complete overview of what's happening during that time period. Another quick reminder, we will have another full moon giveaway at the end of this month, so be looking out for that. I usually post the full moon spread video followed by the full moon giveaway video around the time of the full moon, and this month it's happening on the 27th. It's going to be the full moon in Aquarius, which is the full thunder moon, blood moon. So be watching out for that if you're interested in participating in the giveaway. What you stand to win is a free one-question reading with me. So watch out for that closer to the end of the month. So I will stop for now and see each of the signs in 1 second for the shuffle. Hi Leo, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading for July 2018. As you can see, I have already shuffled off camera and have laid the spread to save a little bit of time. So let's get started. We'll begin with the career and finance part of your reading. So you have as your first card, the Knight of Wands, followed by the High Priestess, Major Arcana number 2, and the Nine of Pentacles. And the card from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks, the Three of Wands. And the card from the Sacred Traveler deck is Wandering Path, Enjoy the Journey. And we'll see how this ties in with your main messages here. So starting off with the Knight of Wands. This could be because usually knights, yes, it can be an actual person when we have a court card appear in a reading. If so, then typically this would be more of a middle-aged fire sign individual. So either a Leo like yourself or Sagittarius, Aries, male or female. But I usually tend to view the knights, the pages, more as, sort of happenings, events. Because knights are the ones who they can bring in gifts, but they also act on something, right? The pages usually are the bearers of news, bring in news of something, and the knights come in to act on it. And out of all of the knights, this Knight of Wands is the fastest moving, right? Because it's fire energy. Fire flames up very quickly. It also burns out very quickly. And the suit of wands itself, it has to do with the day-to-day things, such as our jobs, things around the house. It has to do with creative endeavors, creativity, and it's really our own drive, ambition, determination, passion for the things that we do. So with this sitting in the past position, this could, this might have already happened. This might be happening around the, sort of the middle of the month. But it's usually associated with either news coming in, you hearing this, or, possibly a fire sign individual bringing news related to a new, could be a new job, could be a new financial endeavor, a new creative project. And then it might be time sensitive, right? As I was saying, with this fast moving energy, a lot of times the Knight of Wands speaks of needing to act quickly. There might be a decision where you're asked to make a decision quickly, or there's some type of, time is kind of the essence with this card. So, it's time sensitive. Whatever this, and it's going to be different for everybody watching. We are looking here at career finances. It could be news of a new job. If you have been applying for jobs or looking for jobs, this might be, news of that coming in. With the Knight of Wands, you might be acting on, if you've received news about an interview that you've done or something like that, you might be moving on it now, moving ahead. But it's very exciting. It's something that you feel excited about. You want to kind of get started with whatever this is. And then we come to this High Priestess. Well, let me just jump back here. Also with the Knight of Wands, it's a card that speaks of, being ready for a new adventure. So there could be a new adventure starting up here. And you're fearless because you're so excited about it. You're ready to sort of go after whatever this is. So there's a, fearless type of energy and really, excited about what this new opportunity is or this new endeavor. Okay, so with the High Priestess, it's, this is trusting in your intuition. The High Priestess is linked to the moon, right? So we usually associate it with our dreams or messages that come through, using our intuition to figure things out. And she sort of sits between, the High Priestess is kind of like the guardian, sits between our earthly realm, the material realm, and the spiritual realm. And she really comes in to sort of encourage us and to guide us to develop our own psychic abilities, using our intuition, paying attention to those messages that come in our dreams, signs, synchronicities, that type of thing. And in order to uncover possibly, or to figure out something, if you've been weighing, up your options or trying to make a decision here, the High Priestess says, listen to your intuition here. Pay attention to any, message coming in a sort of non-traditional format, such as in your dreams. It might be a good idea to keep a dream journal around this time. When you wake up, jot down anything that you remember. It might seem insignificant at the time, but maybe as the month progresses, that information might help you. And she also, she encourages us to realize that there are many different ways of understanding, many different ways of knowing, and it's not just using, your mind, your intellect. There's that deep, using your intuition and harnessing the energy of the universe and the messages coming through through your intuition, in order to help you. So it's a very powerful card. I mean, it is a major arcana. It's the only major arcana that you have here in the spread. So, you might be receiving messages, or you might, sort of figure something out through these non-traditional messages coming through with your intuition or in your dreams. But you have as the outbound energy the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very good card. This is a card of the suit of Pentacles. It deals with the tangible, the material things here in the material realm. So it's, it has to do with our jobs, the money that we earn for the work that we do. It has to do with those, financial prosperity, financial security, our home, family. It's also knowledge, education. And you see that the woman here, I mean, she's looking very, very secure. She has all of these beautiful pentacles around her. She's in this very lush kind of garden setting. So it's a card that speaks of, you having worked very hard and having built the life that you really envisioned for yourself. You feel proud about what you've achieved. That, what you have achieved has been because of your hard work and your hard effort, and this card, sometimes it's kind of the, like the self-reliant, self-sufficient, sometimes sort of the independent, the bachelor, bachelorette type of card, because you've done it on your own, and you have worked hard to get here, and you've really been able to create the life that you always wanted for yourself. And even though, she's pictured alone, she's quite happy in that, she feels good about it. And I'm looking over here because the overall energy of the Three of Wands, so more Wands energy, this is a card of waiting for your ships to come in, right? It's a card of waiting to see what type of return on investment you're going to have on, something that you've invested your time, your effort, your energy into. This could be a job. This could be you, waiting to see when you're going to get that promotion. This could be maybe you've started up your own business and you're waiting to see what type of return on investment you're going to get. Are you actually starting to make money? Are you breaking even? It's that type of energy. And with this man, he's sort of looking out to sea, staring out, waiting for the ships, trying to see what, when his ships are going to come back in, what the ships are going to be bearing. Are they going to be filled with riches? Are they going to come back, empty? It's that type of waiting. It can have to do with even dealings with overseas companies, or people overseas. Can be a project or a job overseas, or or by water at a distance because of the water there. And usually this, with this card, he's usually sort of pictured standing on a cliff top and staring out, across the ocean. So there could be travel surrounding this, whatever this he's waiting on. And it's, things are kind of out of your hands with this, because, the three comes after the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is all about, being at a crossroads, making that decision, and then going down that path. The Three of Wands, things are really out of your hands here, because the decision has been made. You've decided on one path over the other, and now you just have to wait and see, what results you're going to have. So there's really not much you can do now. You've already put in the hard work. You've already put in the, all of the effort. And now it's, it won't affect the outcome anymore. This is just you waiting to see what's going to happen. But with this is the overall energy, some type of waiting, possibly to do with, it could be a new job. It could be at a distance even from where you are. It looks as though there is something that's coming in. It's coming in quickly, which would definitely, get you out of this Three of Wands energy, because it's fast-paced energy, right? And it's bringing in a great deal of financial abundance, stability. But you might be, maybe you feel a little bit, even though you're excited about it, you might need to sort of listen to, if you have that gut feeling about something, just pay attention to that. If this is a new job offer coming in, that make sure that you evaluate everything, because going back to this Knight of Wands, he does tend to, as he's fire energy, he tends to act first, and sort of charges in, acts first, and then thinks about it later, So I think with this High Priestess, stop, reevaluate everything. But I think that, it is all very positive with this Nine of Pentacles as the outbound energy heading into the next month. I think that you are having, whatever you've been waiting for to come in, this new offer, this new project, this new endeavor, it's going to bring in this increased abundance, financial stability, definitely. Let's see what your Sacred Traveler card has to say. It's Wandering Path. Let me find it here. Here we go. It says, you don't always need to know where you're going. Accept the fact that sometimes the path in life is meandering. You know that you're always exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't seem like it. Be present with your journey. Embrace everything that you encounter on the path. It's all for your highest good. Accept what is. This is the key to inner power. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, when you are traveling, you are in the present moment. A mystic traveler has no specific goals for the future and is not focused upon the destination. Everything is fresh and new. At times, it's difficult to accept everything that occurs on the road of life, especially if the road seems to twist and turn in unexpected ways. It's an act of courage and faith to accept what is without judgment or dismay, and to keep going. Trust that there is a plan for your life, and it is unfolding perfectly. Have faith that you are on the road that you're meant to travel on. Accepting what is doesn't mean that you can't work to change it, because you can. However, this card does suggest that every experience is supporting you for your highest good and your spiritual evolution. If there is something you can't accept, start by gently accepting the fact that you can't accept it. Allowing for your own wandering path is the key to grace and peace in your life. So, it does seem as though, there could be this new thing starting up here, this new path. And, whatever has happened, whatever choices you have made, you are on the right path. You're headed down the right path for you, doing what you're meant to do. Things are happening as they're meant to happen. And, definitely a good card to have, as you head out of the month. Financial security and stability with this Nine of Pentacles. So very nice. All right, let's keep going. Moving on to your love and relationships. So this is pretty significant. You have all three cards in the main reading are major arcanas. So very powerful energies surrounding you, right? And things very much out of your hands. When we have this many major arcanas appearing, this is a lot of divine orchestration at play. And, very much out of your hands. So we have to begin with the Justice card. This is Major Arcana number 8. In this deck, it's called Mat. Followed by Major Arcana number 10, the Wheel. This is the Wheel of Fortune. And the last card is the last card of the Major Arcana. This is card number 21, the World. And in this deck, it's Psyche. I love this card. It's so beautiful. And the card from the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Spirals. This would be the Ace of Wands in the traditional tarot. And your Whispers of Love card is Have Patience. Love is patient and kind, always. Okay, so where to begin, huh? Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World. So different messages coming in. I think, it's going to depend on sort of obviously your particular situation. I feel that there are different groups of people here, with different messages. I think one set of messages that's coming through is there could be, there could be either an engagement or even a wedding with the Justice card, Justice of the Peace, and then we have two endings, significant endings cards, right? And new beginnings, because the Wheel of Fortune, it's a very karmic card. It's a very, it's a card that speaks of, and the Justice card is as well. The Justice is a very karmic card. The Wheel of Fortune is very karmic in nature. Has to do with destiny, right? Has to do with sort of destined events happening in your life, destined, especially with this wheel turning. If things have been, difficult, or if you've been on the downswing of the wheel, now things are changing, right? It's a cycle. Things are changing for you. It's a 10. 10s in the tarot are all about endings and new beginnings. And now, what's happening in your life and in this relationship, if this is a current relationship, it's things are changing for the better. And then we have this significant ending and new beginning with the World card. So, for some of you, there could be these endings and beginnings, karmic in nature. This could be a soulmate connection. This could be getting married, right? Getting married to your soulmate. This could be, obviously, this ending would be the ending to your previous life as a single person, as a bachelor, as, joining together, beginning this new cycle, as a couple, as a married couple. And, it's all very exciting with this Ace of Spirals, or Ace of Wands as the overall energy, because the Ace of Wands speaks of, it's new beginnings, right? And it's very exciting new beginnings. Again, wands, we had 2 wands in the first reading, but it speaks of, the things that you're passionate about, things that you feel very excited about. So with this new beginning here, I think that, if this is you beginning a marriage, if this is you starting up a new, this new life together, it's all very exciting, and aces are also, they're divine blessings. I mean, there's a lot of spiritual, and divine orchestration at play here, because the Ace of Spirals is this beautiful new blessing coming in. It's this new opportunity is being offered to you here. Aces are also, they're also yes cards. So if, there's something that you've been questioning, looking for an answer, we have a yes coming in with the Ace of Spirals. So, it's all about, it's about transformation, the world, the psyche, right? This is also transformation, because obviously you going from being single to being married, there is a change, there is a transformation. You're changing from one thing to something else. It's gone. You're 2 people that have joined together as one. So a change here. It's also it's a time of new ideas. It's a time of new opportunities, new goals. I think for another group, this could be something very different. You might be going to, the Justice card could speak of an ending, right? This could be divorce proceedings, and the divorce proceedings could, definitely be if things have, if you've had a very rocky relationship, things have been bad, the divorce here is change. There's a change in your situation, and then, you come out there with this beautiful Psyche card of rebirth and new beginnings, which again, with the Ace of Spirals, this could be you, having this new beginning as a single person, as a newly divorced person. It's you, on your own, beginning this new chapter in your life, because the World card, it's the last of the major arcana. It's the end of the Fool's journey. The Fool begins his journey with the 0 card in the major tarot, and he goes through all of the, the life lessons, the spiritual lessons. He grows. There's growth, transformation, and then finally he reaches, card number 21, which is the ending of that particular cycle, right? A significant chapter in the Fool's life, and then after the World, it goes back around, it goes full circle, back to the 0 card. So new endings and new beginnings. The Justice card also speaks of balance, and especially, let me show you the card again. In this particular deck, we have Mat, and Mat is the Egyptian goddess of justice, right? Justice, truth, order, and was all about bringing balance, right? So there could be something to do with balance, needing to take a more balanced approach to dealing with a situation or to dealing with problems. If you've been having issues, within a relationship, and yes, this can be, romantic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. This could be, within the family. This could be, friendship, but it's about keeping a balanced or having a balanced approach in dealing with somebody or in dealing with a situation, right? And also the Justice card, like I was saying, it's a very karmic card. So if somebody has treated you unfairly in the past, if things have seemed to, or you thought that they were unfair, or wow, this person got away with this, that, or the other, and now the Justice card speaks of karmic justice, and we know that things don't happen on our time. There's divine timing for things. And, sometimes it might take a while for this karmic justice to happen, right? But there could be, a righting of some wrong here. Karmic justice at play. Again, with this Wheel of Fortune, which is another very karmic card, speaks of fate, destiny, destined or fated encounters, fated events, a complete change, in luck. It also has to do with sort of cause and effect and consequences, because obviously, yes, there is fate involved, but, there are also, we can see, with this sort of the tree of life, and remembering that all of our actions, do have, and that it also can be said of the Justice card, all of our actions have consequences. So, be careful with the choices that you make, because they, definitely have serious consequences. And then again with the World card, this is a card of, and I love the way that it's depicted on this card. It's a card of transformation. We have this beautiful butterfly here, right? And so she has spread her wings and she is ready to fly. So this is, it's about ascension, moving up, spiritual growth. It's also about, awareness, understanding, and also renewal, and as humans, I mean, we do go through cycles, and we do change, and each, the person that you are today, with whatever age you are, is not the same person probably that you were 10 years ago, 20 years ago, right? The experiences that we have, the people that have come in and out of our lives, all of that, leads to or adds to our, this lifelong work in progress. So there could be some type of transformation involved here. You might be, changing. You might be transforming in the sense that, you are, if you are single now, if you've come out of a divorce, if if things are finally sort of changing for you, you're a very different person, for anybody who has been through a difficult breakup, or, have moved, if you were living together, you moved and had to move out, you weren't getting along, you decided to go your separate ways. If this was a divorce, I mean, these things do, they do change us, and they do force us at times to grow. And so this is, there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of, and there are a lot of new beginnings here, and sort of fated events, things being, if they, if you have been mistreated, it's karmic justice at play here, and then new beginnings coming in for you. So obviously it's going to depend on, each person's going to have a different situation. I think for some of you, this could be, beginning a new relationship. For others, this could be ending and then the new beginnings that come after it. But it does, I mean, it all looks very positive, and it all looks like, significant events happening over the next couple of weeks for you, Leo. So let's take a look at your Whispers of Love card. Let me get the guidebook. This is card number 17, and it says, work towards having patience. If you are lacking patience with others, remember that they are human and different from you. If the impatience has to do with an outcome, your prayers are answered. Be a little more patient at this time. And maybe this patience, it might be tied to what I was saying about the balance, right? With the Justice card, and this need to have a more balanced approach, take a more balanced approach to dealing with something or somebody or, a situation. If this is, if this does have to do with, a divorce, then this could be a need to have patience as you go through this process. If this is, coming together, getting married, same thing. There are a lot of, there's a lot that goes into, getting married, moving in together. So also, have patience, take a more balanced approach, I would say. And but overall, looks like a good rest of the month for you. So I do thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.